Good evening. We're on 287 in Colorado, heading up to Greeley. And as you can see, it's snowing pretty good. It's been snowing, I don't know, off and on for the past 80 miles. But it's starting to come down a little harder. According to the weather, it's supposed to have ended by 6 o'clock. It's 6:45. Well, it's 5:45 here at 6:45 Central, so maybe it's going to end pretty soon. I don't know. But we were clipping along at a pretty good speed, but it's getting a little harder to see, so kind of slowed down. This guy's kind of slowed down a little more than I'd like. But I'm not going to get too close to him. I'm going to keep my distance. It's sitting right around freezing. Oh, he's got somebody in front of him, that's why. We're sitting right about at freezing, which is a dangerous temperature. We've already had to go around a couple of guys that were going really, really slow, too slow. It's one thing to be careful, but it's another thing when there is such a thing as going too slow. The road's not bad. The visibility's a little off, you know. This guy's right up the other guy's bumper. I don't think I'd get that close to him. Just in case you hit a slick spot or something. And if that guy really is, you know, scared drivers are the ones who do stupid things. It's okay to be concerned, but they start getting too scared. California truck. Well, there you go. And of course he's running his bright lights because why not? Everybody does that now. I don't know what that's about. Everybody runs their bright lights. I mean, they never dim them. Those of you who think I'm driving real fast, I'm doing about 58 miles an hour. You're having trouble seeing because I've got just enough snow built up on my windshield wipers that it's blocking that little area right there. I could try squirting the little washer fluid on there, see if it'll melt it. get people driving kind of slow, you know, like I said, it's hovering right around freezing. That's when you kind of start getting slick spots. That seemed to work there. Heat the windshield up a little bit. Yes, I have my Jake brake on. I have it on second stage. For all you Jake brake Karens out there, you think you can't run your Jake brake in the snow? Yeah, you can. You don't run it. I don't run it wide open, but I mean, you just do it on the Dalton Highway in Alaska all the time. A lot worse weather than this. Greeley to the yard, drop this, goes to the coal storage over in Windsor. I gotta get a bee service done on this truck tomorrow. The guy from Alaska called me twice today, actually. I don't know, man. I'm making steady money here. Not doing bad, actually. I'm not going to talk about what I'm making, but I'm making better than average pay here. I don't know. I'm still pondering it. Was if I stayed here to stay out till Christmas or right before Christmas and then take some time off. I better slow down. I'm catching up to these people. Years ago, I was coming down from, I don't know, Seattle, Portland area back to Dallas, and I got to Lyman, and it was like this. It was like a snow, sleet, freezing rain. It was, kind of thing. I-70 wasn't bad. But as soon as I got on 287, I didn't even make it to Hugo. And the road turned into a sheet of ice. And I come over a hill, and there was a bunch of trucks stopped. There was a wreck. And I wasn't going fast. I might have been doing 30, maybe. But I come down over that hill, and I couldn't stop. And I just kind of turned the cab of the truck sideways, and I stopped just right before I saw a cop, because there was a cop there, to hit the cop. That's for sure. So I aimed away from the cop car, and I went sideways, stopped just before I hit the back of a truck. If I'd have kept the cab straight, I would have hit him. And the cop come over. Anyway, everything's crossing. Man, would you put somebody up on the hill there to warn them about this? He said, we don't have enough cops. We got so many wrecks out here, and we've got everybody working all over the place. It's okay, fair enough, you know. Taking it easy. My problem is I don't have a lot of time left on my clock, and I got to get to Greeley. But I'm not going to rush myself either when I shouldn't rush too much. Let up a lot. If it was like, 10 degrees or minus 10 or whatever, wouldn't worry me so much, but hovering right around freezing like this, that's when it gets dangerous. If it's minus 10 and snowing, no big deal. You just blow right through it. Right lane because there's a little bit of snow on it. Well, I'm not even gonna, I'm just, whatever. I'll just stay behind them until we get to the interstate. You're not going real slow. I'm not low on coolant. I think that sensor screwed up or something. I mean, it doesn't shut the truck off or anything. It just, it thinks it's below a certain level and it's not. I check it. I'll stop in Bennett and get some fuel, top that reefer off. So when I drop it at the yard, it's got plenty because it's sitting on minus 10. So it's going to fire up a little more than it does when it's running 28 degrees. pick it up early in the morning and take it over there. Got a good heavy load on, that's one good thing. One thing I don't have with me that I usually carry in the wintertime is salt. I need to pick some up next time I'm home. And I was at the hardware store the other day when I was home, and I walked right past a shelf that was full of bags of salt, or de-ice, basically road salt. Got some at the house that I keep, for my wife, just put out on the porch so she doesn't slip and fall and kill herself when it gets icy. We were supposed to get some snow today down there, but I don't know if they did or not. Well, actually, last time I talked to her, they hadn't. Maybe tonight, I don't know. goes a 2-lane all the way to Lyman. This should be 4 lanes. They're talking about making 287 through Texas an interstate from DFW to Amarillo. They need to go from DFW all the way to Lyman. There's way too much traffic on this road for it to be only 2 lanes. I think we're about to come into Hugo. Like it might be a bit slick right here. I was gonna try to get around some of these guys up here in town, but or at least this guy up here in front of me that keeps varying his speeds. But no one's going to get over, probably. So we're down to 25. No reason to be down to 25. at I-70. They're going to speed up some now. I know, safety first. I'm more of a safety third guy, but you know. Boring content. Again, it's at night. I know. But I thought I'd go ahead and do a video just in case I don't know, somebody does something crazy. Go sideways or something. As long as it's not me, and as long as it's not so close to me that I can't stop, or I can't get out of the way of it. I should have went around. One more passing lane before the interstate. But then I think it's like right there before the interstate, so it doesn't really matter. Now they're going to take off. any other time I've ever gone sideways on a road because of ice. I've never like jackknifed. Like I've never damaged a truck or trailer. There's been a few times I won't say lost control per se, but I started to slide and just let off the gas and, just kind of let it straighten itself out. Or I've tapped the trailer brake, just kind of try to get the trailer back behind the truck. Done that a couple of times. I don't know if I've ever like totally lost control, to where I just went sideways and jackknife, crushed the side of the sleeper or something. See, we're back down to 40-something mile an hour again. I don't know. Don't know what that's about. It's this guy, really. I should have went around him at least when I had the chance. And I'm trying to keep my distance, in case he does something stupid. Time to stop or slow down. I remember going across I-80, and I think I've told this story, I don't know. Going across I-80 in Nebraska, and all of a sudden I started heading toward the shoulder, and I'm not going that way. The truck just starts going that way. So I let off the gas, and that's when I realized it's black ice. So I find oh, excuse me, sorry. Find the next truck stop, and yeah, I'm done for the night. I called the broker the next day. I was going somewhere in Northern California, I don't remember where, and let her know, look man, the road was black ice last night, I shut down. She goes like, Dad, don't worry about it, I'll push your delivery appointment back a day or up a day. I said, all right, appreciate it. Snow doesn't bother me. I'm good with snow. Not too fond of ice, though. I don't know anyone who is. Really don't know anyone who says, I'm going to drive in some snow or in some ice. Get over in the right lane, I'll get over there. Go around him on the right then. Now he gets over. Bro, it's too late. But, I mean, I can see the lights of Lyman. We're almost to the interstate anyway. I wouldn't have minded so much that he just keeps speeding up, then he slows down. Then he speeds up, then he slows down. And I thought there was just like a whole bunch of people in front of him. No, it was him. And I don't know, this guy may be part of the problem too, but we're almost to the interstate. I can see I-70 now. Now, the problem with I-70 is as soon as you get on it, the right lane is closed. So you have to get on it and then jump over to the left lane. I hope you don't get rear-ended. It's really a dangerous spot. They need to hurry up and finish that, because that is a bad spot to do that. And we'll see if the scale's open. It was closed in Lamar. Be an Amazon Prime. Yeah, it's Amazon Prime trailer. They got that annoying yellow light that flashes whenever they hit the brakes. Come on, man. I get it, this ramp is bad, but we got to get a little speed up, bro. Because we got to get over to the left lane. Or actually, no, they've switched it. Now it's the left lane that's closed. So, still. See if the scale's open. My pre-pass hasn't been working. I changed the batteries in it earlier today, but those batteries I just put in it like a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know if this thing's just going through batteries because it's messed up or what. Maybe I got a bad batch of batteries or something. I don't know if it's even open. Did have the right lane closed, and then you get over to the left, then you'd have to get back, then everything would switch over to the right, but I guess maybe they felt that was too dangerous. See if this thing's open or not, if it says anything, open, close. Getting kind of light. No, I got a green light, whatever. Whatever, I got a green light. Whatever it's doing. doubles, but because they're not very heavy. So when I was doing doubles in Alaska, they were heavy. They were 2 fully loaded trailers, 45-foot long trailers. They weren't just, they weren't packages and things like that. Sometimes it'd be a reefer and a flatbed. And the flatbed would have a load of pipe on it, and the reefer would have whatever, groceries or whatever in it. Either way, it's pretty heavy. Most of the time. Guys down here, they're pulling, packages and things like that. They got them short trailers. Ooh, that left lane bad. I mean, I wasn't sliding or anything, but the back roads going up to Greeley are in decent shape. I know they've been getting snow all day. Flashers up here. I don't know, it's probably somebody on the shoulder. I'm going to do a rant on that. Not tonight. But I will do a video on that. I'll give you a little bit of a rant on it now, but I'll do a full-fledged video on it later about these guys. We have an epidemic of guys just pulling off on the shoulder for non-emergency reasons. Gotten to the point to where it's dangerous. We also have an epidemic of guys who pull off the shoulder from a dead stop right into traffic. I don't know what they expect everybody to do. They expect us to all just, jump out of the way. You can't always do that. Speeding up. I really don't want to speed up anymore. I guess I'll just stay behind him and see what he does. I told a story about coming down here last winter. I made a run from Alaska down here to Virginia. I was coming back. It was on I-80 in Iowa. And all of a sudden the road turned into a sheet of ice. I lost traction. That's it. I hit the rest area. I wasn't in a big hurry anyway. I wanted to get a little further, but anyway, got up the next morning, got on the road, and there were some cars in the ditches and in the medians, some trucks, and I was like, yeah, it's probably good. Good thing I stopped. Problem here is it's been unusually warm. Now there's the flashers. Uh-oh, that guy's off the road. Uh-oh. He must have slid off the road. Rut-row. Yep. In the ditch he went. That's a local guy too. He should know better. But it can happen, man. Doesn't matter. I see flashers up here again. So we'll slow down a bit and see what's going on up here. I think that guy's driving with his flashers on. Felt any slick spots yet, but that guy's off the road. Apparently he found one. Now we got one going really, really slow up here. Dude might be empty, I don't know. Family Dollar trailer. Probably doesn't have a lot of weight on, even if he's loaded. 57.58. Kind of bothers me when I see a local truck in a ditch. Those guys generally, you know what they're doing. Now this guy's going to pass me back. I guess that's the same guy. I don't know. There's a lot of Amazon trailers on the road. I don't remember what color his truck was. That's alright. He'll be a good test dummy for me. See what happens to him up here. Somebody else up there at their flashers going. Off the road. What's going on up here? I don't know what this guy's doing, but he needs to get off the road. Unless he's spun out or something. I haven't lost traction yet, so I don't know why he'd be spun out. He's loaded. But then again, some of these companies try to save money by, putting these slick drive. Oh, I lost a little traction there. All right. Lost a little traction there, so that's a bit slick. I was going to say, a lot of companies try to save money by putting those slick drive tires on their trucks. That's all well and good, man, but not good for the wintertime. Yeah, I lost a little traction back there. It's slick in spots, But that's what gets you. You go along and everything's good, and all of a sudden you hit a slick spot. Now tomorrow it's supposed to be 40 degrees. So probably by noon, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, this will all be gone. It's like the other morning when I went through Kansas City. Apparently the day before it was pretty bad. But by the time I went through there the next day, it was in a lot better shape. But there were some couple of cars in the ditches. You could tell had been there, since the night before. We'll ease on down this hill. Some more flashing lights up there, but some guys go down the road with their flashers on. Why do some guys go in the ditch and some guys don't? I don't know. They hit the brakes maybe, jerk the wheel. They got crap for tires. They just hit a slick spot that just right, that the rest of us didn't hit just right. Doesn't mean they're bad drivers. Maybe somebody did something stupid in front of them. Who knows? Sometimes these four-wheelers will get stupid. You go to pass them, they're riding behind somebody like this, and then all of a sudden they decide they want to jump out there, and they're going slower than you. Now you got to slow down. There's been a couple of times I've had them do it back in the day. I've had to lay on the horn, and luckily they jumped back over because they realize, I guess, ooh, I'm about to get run over. Don't like these guys that go down the road with their flashers on. I don't trust them. I'm not saying you shouldn't if you're going slow enough. I'm just saying for some reason I don't trust them. That's all I'm saying. You can get mad at me in the comments. That's fine. Fair enough. I don't trust them. On the trailer brakes a little bit and let it go. Let it go, let it go. Like the song, let it go. Let it roll on down the hill. Guys change lanes too quick. Boom! They end up in a ditch. Bet one thing, the truck stops are full tonight. It's not even 7 o'clock yet, but I bet they're full. Video's gone on over an hour. Guess I should probably go ahead and end it. I got got somebody trying to come around me. Temperature's down to 26. That's good. The colder the better. Which really the damage is done. It doesn't really matter at this point because the precipitation is pretty much over with. So whatever's on the road is on the road. And it's going to be there till it melts. It's not like the Midwest where they use a lot of salt, or the East Coast where they use a lot of salt. They don't use a lot of salt west of the Mississippi River. They use sand, but not a lot of salt. I mean, they mix a little salt in with it, but I think in Alaska they use I think it's 90% sand, 10% salt, something like that. Same thing in Texas. I think it's 90-10 or 80-20, something like that. Come on, man. I'm catching up to people in this lane. Dang. Don't slow down. Just keep on moving. Keep on moving. Take it slow, but keep on moving. That's the name of the game. We've got somebody in the left lane going pretty slow. He's going real slow. Sped up, man. What the hell? Whoa, 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 dude. That was a bit crazy. This guy has no business being in the left lane. Absolutely zero business being in the left lane. Look at him. Look at this fool. Got people going around him on the right. Why are you in this lane? Crying out loud, man. What are you doing? And of course, he's got his bright lights on. Because, you know, on top of everything else, he's got to blind everybody. I'm going to assume I'm past him. I don't know. I can't see. He's blinding me. What that straight truck did, though, man, that was a little ridiculous. Cutting in between those two trucks like that. If he might have freaked this guy out, and this guy ends up hitting his brakes or something really hard, and then that's it. Don't understand why that guy feels the need to be running the left lane. That's slow. I'll let this video go on a little bit longer just in case we see something crazy. Just in case. I don't want to. I don't want to see anything crazy. Don't get me wrong. I apologize for not talking too much. I'm concentrating. One good thing so far, I haven't run into like a line of guys running nose to tail. You see a lot of that, man. The road's bad, and these guys will just be running right up behind each other, right up on each other's back doors. I never understood that. That's how you end up with those big pileups. Because guys do that, and then some guy in front of them messes up, and that's it. You got 10, 15 vehicles piled up. Sometimes I'll speed up a little bit and get around them, and then of course, you know, the guys back in the day get on the radio and, all right, super trucker going around us. So like, no, I'm not a super trucker, man, but I don't want to be in y'all's mess. If somebody messes up, y'all are, you know, nose to tail with each other. Makes no sense. road doesn't seem too bad right here. It's been colder up here, you know, we're further north. Probably been colder up here longer. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this video because it's gone on for a while and I know it's kind of boring. I'm just sitting here trying to concentrate on the road. Hopefully, as soon as I end the video, something exciting doesn't happen. If it does, well, I'm sorry. I'll tell you about it. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.